Hey guys, I'm going to do a drone shot of the campground here at Ride Royal Blue, and then I'm going to drive around it and give you a ground view of it.
I never thought I'd fly over my own state. Something about those city lights were calling out my name. Now mama, don't you cry. You know there'll come a day where I come visit you at home. And if I never stay, the same old worn out welcome sign with population getting by. Crossing that county line brings back the good old days, with the same old station on the side of that homegrown two-lane paradise. Watching that midnight sky you don't see in LA. This big world will always change, but the small town will stay the same. This concrete tree line's got my head up in the clouds. A good thing that I got my roots back in steady ground. With the same old small church parking lot, I cried when Bobby tied the knot. By God, we never thought he'd give her his last name, or the ring that I won on the night that we once stayed 14 to 9. Those Friday football lights sure did feel like fame. This big world will always change, but the small town will stay the same. Thought these freeways led to freedom, thought I'd leave and find my way. But when this big map tide breaks me down, I go back to the place where the same old worn down welcome sign with population getting by. Crossing that county line brings back the good old days. The same old station on the side of that homegrown two-lane paradise. Watching that midnight sky that makes me wanna stay. This big world will always change, but the small town will stay the same.
by going right through in front of our little cabins. This is rustic cabins. Let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And we're staying in number 8 right here. These are pretty nice too. And you've got a nice view of the lake right here. And you can fish and swim here. Now 5 and 6 will be coming up on the left. So there's Rustic 5 and Rustic 6 coming up, and what is that Redneck Retreat over there? Right straight in front of us. There's somebody on the porch. Maybe when we come back up or come around the park, you can see it. So we're going down the hill now. Right over here to the left is the general store. This is where you'll check in and come and get your food supplies, any supply you need. And it's also got camper sites over here too. You can see them as we go by. So I guess I could go down here and make a loop and come through it. Looks like a lot of people's left out. Are you getting her loaded up to go home in the morning? Looks like they might be gone now somewhere. So right straight ahead right here, that's where you go and get on the trail system. That's trail 27 right through with them cones. I'll drive up through here and let you see these cabins. They're pretty close to each other, but still pretty nice. I'd say them's got a lot of room in them, don't they? I'm not sure how much these cost right here. I'll have to look at their website and see. The ones we staying in is $80 a night. So what I'm gonna do is go back up the hill, back up to our little rustic cabins, and then I'm gonna go around the road that way and come back out down where I just turned up the parking lot here, or up through by these cabins. I can drive around and come out down there. I'll show you the back side. I don't want to drive through in front of people like that and aggravate them too much. But this right here is Redneck Retreat number 5. The one right here on the left. And then there's the outhouse right straight ahead. It's got you can take a shower and do your business and everything all in one room. And then up there on the hill, that's another rental. I won't ride up to them because I don't know if there's anybody in them right now. So now we're coming back through in front of our little cabin, and the lake's here on the right. And these cabins straight ahead, they're $95 a night. And these are rustic. They do not have indoor plumbing. These here on the left, they're not using these two right here, I guess it's number 3 and number 2. They're not using those for some reason right now. But rustic number 1 and number 4 over here you can rent. And number 4 it's pretty neat. I mean, you're like right on the lake. I mean, you're like right on the lake. But across from number 4 you can see ours. You can swim in here too, so that's the beach part over there. Got some chairs for you to lay out in the sun. But right here's the driveway that goes up to those rentals. Yeah, I see a truck up there, so I'm not gonna ride up there and aggravate nobody. I can pan around up through there. I don't think there's any more in above that. So you've got 4, 6, and 7. And this right here on the left, that's the lodge. And there's more cabins over here. I'm going to try not to get the camera just right on them. So I've got one mounted to the side-by-side looking straight ahead, so those are cabins over here. I'm not sure the price of those. I'll have to look. Or what? Oh, this side is the hoot owl?
Yeah, they're called hoot owl.
So down here is where we turned up through there, where all the cabins are right together. I'm gonna ride up here and look at these cabins. I don't think nobody's at them. I don't like I don't like bothering people with cameras if they're sitting around and resting and enjoying their day. I don't think anybody's up here, so I'm gonna go up here and look. Oh, there's another outhouse on the left. So if you're camping on this side, you got an outhouse there.
These are called hillbilly.
So this is the hillbilly cabins.
Hillbilly the what?
So that's number 19 right there. This is 21. And then over here is the 20. We'll go on up. I don't think there's nobody up here. I'd kind of like to see what they're like anyway, because I might want to rent them sometime. Never know. Now they might. So this is 22 on the right, 23 on the left. So these are up on the hill. Be nice and private up here, won't it? Even the little one we're in, it's the smallest one they have. So I'm gonna just drive back up the hill. Oh, here's something to, right here's something to point out. When they have like yesterday they had what was that called? A lot of, they had a band going on, and I forget what it's called, but there was a lot of Honda riders, the Pioneer, I don't know, is it Honda event, let's just call it that. They was having a Honda event, and they had a big old band going on. It was pretty crowded right here, so this is where they do all that. So I'll go back up and let you see what it looks like going this way. You're pulling up a little hill. You can drive this way to your cabins, or you can come around the other way, just whichever way you want to. Here's a view from up top looking back down on the lower part. Now we're coming up on the lake again. I honestly think this is my favorite spot in the campground, right here around the lake. Got a big old floating device out there if you're playing in the water. Got some tubes that floating around. there's our little cabins on the other side. There's actually 2 more sites that I need to show you that I forgot while I was down there, but they're sheltered tent sites. So I'm gonna drive back down there and show them to you. They're right as soon as you cross the bridge on the left. Oh, and you can rent side-by-sides here. I'm not sure the price. I'd have to look it up and find it. Looks like they rent razors at. So right over here is the sheltered tent site, and they have 2 of them. And they are separated, and each spot has its own sheltered cover. And over here on the right, it's where you'd be parking. I'm on a turn right now. So now I'm gonna walk over there and show you really up close what they look like. So this is the first one. I'm not sure what the number is. Have to look on the map and see. Maybe it's 1, and that one down there is 2, maybe. But these are huge. I mean, you could easily put 2 tents in here, have your, I don't know, all your camping needs, all your stoves, whatever you got to camp with. This is big. I don't know the size. I'd kind of guess it's, I don't know, what do we got? I don't know, I'd have to, it's pretty big. You could easily put 2 big tents and all your camping needs in here. Now let me walk over here to this other one. So this one looks like it's the same size. I mean, these things are huge. We actually started to rent one of these this weekend, but when we got in here and seen there were some cabins available, we just upgraded to the little cabin. So if you were to rent this spot, you've got a little creek right here coming through by you. And the big creek is right over here behind it. This one actually might be bigger than, let's see how many. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4 stands. It is, it's bigger than the first one. That one's only got 3 poles of holding the roof up. So this one's a lot bigger. You could put 3 tents over here. Big family could rent this and have a blast. Fire pit, and that's a pretty good distance, so you're not too close to the other camper. I know when I was looking at these sites online, I was like, the way it showed it, I was like, are they under the same roof? But no, they're not. This one is smaller though, this first one here. So if you want a larger roof, you want the one, I guess it would be the second one. I'll have to look on the map and make sure, but you want the one next to the little creek. Like as when you come in and turn down the road, you want the second one down if you want the larger roof. These are nice though, for tent camping. Alright guys, I just thought you'd enjoy seeing what the campground looked like from a drone shot and from the ground, so I hope you enjoyed it. See you later. Bye.